Yeah, sorry for this slight delay. Welcome everyone to this exciting event that we are holding, the mobile agent debate. My feeling is that we should probably have more of those debates because they stimulate thinking, arguments, and stimulate this intellectual academic debate, academic arguments, academic discussions. So the debate is based on perceived attitude of many skeptical members of the research community towards mobile agents. So some think that mobility is an unnecessary feature of agent. Some think that mobility is an important feature of the agent. So rather than arguing in an abstract space, we want these two outstanding teams to argue among themselves. And well, the thing is that neither of those present is actually against mobile agents. To be honest. Yeah, so both positive and negative teams, they are all pro-agents as far as I understand, as far as I can see. But that's the whole point, that those who know more about mobile agents could play the role of devil's advocate probably better than those who know nothing about mobile agents and just claim that they're useless, worthless, and whatever. So in sport, there is a principle, let the strongest win, right? So in the debate, we have a different principle, let the smartest win. I'll explain the procedure.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We won't really won in that case.
Okay, let me introduce the teams first. So Seng and me will be moderating the debate, breaking conflicts, and those who may move from virtual debate into physical arguments. We'll try to steer the debate. The procedure is the following. First 20 minutes will be given to one team, with each member of the team making 5-minute presentation. Then the next team will make 4 5-minute presentations in turn. Then we will have 20 minutes with each team asking the other team questions based on those presentations. Then we will have 20 minutes for the audience to ask questions, both teams, and both teams will have the opportunity to comment on that question, on each of the questions. And then we'll have 10 minutes in the end to sum up the debate, the discussion, and award the winners. The winning team gets 4 vouchers, $50 each, which are sponsored by DSSE. So those vouchers are from Monash bookshop. You can go there straight out of the debate and buy the book you like. The losing team, and I hope that there will be no winners and losers in this debate, the losing team will still get their own books, but on our choosing. And each member of the team will get a certificate of participation. So that's also given. So let me introduce the teams, and I'll start.
Before, how do you choose the winner?
How to choose the winner? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you choose the winner. So the audience chooses the winner. So by just voting, by raising your hands, after the debate, you will determine who won the debate. The procedure is that 5 minutes, I'll be timekeeper and I'll be ringing that bell at the end of the period. Then when the question time is there, each team will be given up to 30 seconds to think of the answer. And then any of the team members could respond, or feels confident and ready for the answer. So let me, yes.
Okay, I can suggest that instead of giving 20 minutes for one group, or 5 minutes each, probably you should alternate.
Yeah, we had this debate already. My feeling is that let's try with the block presentations first. So block of 4 presentations on one hand, block of 4 presentations on the other hand, and we'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, next time we'll have another debate. Maybe not on mobile agents, maybe on something else, whether context awareness is feasible or not. Maybe next debate. Maybe we'll challenge Agents Week, AI people from Melbourne Uni who deny mobility of agents. We'll see. Anyway, so let me introduce the teams. Lito, John, Mohan, Shonali, Sergio, Mohammed, Amir, and Campbell. And let the smartest win. So the first goes pro team, right? So the pro team, yeah, the positive team, affirmative team. Affirmative team, Shonali, Mohan, John, and Lito. And you have probably your own schedules, who goes first, who goes next. So please start the debate. And let's actually participate in the debate. So during this 5-minute presentation, no questions, but keep your questions, write down your questions for...
Yep.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you, and dear friends, welcome here. Our topic of the debate is mobility of software's agent is important and useful. We are in the affirmative. We are saying yes. Our thesis is that this is a useful concept, this is an important concept, it's a sensible concept. Our opponents will try to tell you it's useless, it's worthless. Okay?
No.
But we are going to try to say to you this is a sensible concept to have. Our position is that some agent-based applications are best solved in mobility's capability. Why? Because it gives agents maximum performance and productivity. It allows continuous processing, that is. If movement is what gets the job done, why prevent it? Why hamper it? If the situation calls for mobility, why not allow the agent to do that? Plus, if we could prove usefulness, meaning helpful, beneficial, advantageous, productive, valuable, therefore, we have also proven it is important as well. Okay? So we'd like to start with a generic application. For example, imagine a data-intensive calculation critical application. Imagine also that the data is remotely located and the decision is made to use agents. Our user here, our opponents here will say to you that the agent, they will say to you that they will use a traditional classical client-service remote procedure call type of application, agent application. But to us, this assumes too much. It's not a safe assumption. For example, you can assume that the link is always reliable. You can assume that it is adequate. You can assume it is trustworthy. Okay? So, also in that kind of solution that they're going to propose to you, engineering-wise, they have to assume a lot of things. And they will have to assume certain things at the same time. Our thesis is very simple. If you can minimize this part of the computation process, you have already gained performance advantage. You have already proven your point. It's useful. It is advantageous. So our argument is very simple. Why not move the agent to the site where the processing is found and then do the processing there when it's finished, come back. Okay? So here are examples of applications where this is happening. And I'd also like to point out to you one particular example here. These are all empirically, we have empirical evidences that mobile agents in these scenarios are quite useful. And let me just talk to you about high-energy physics, where my experience happens to come from in the last few years. This is a branch of physics that studies the nature of matter. It affects cosmology. What it does is that what they do is that they collide electrons every second. The collision is detected by a detector and records thousands of events per second. It's in a chamber. Electrons are colliding there. The detector captures trillion bytes of data and kept in a computer location. Remember that they are also colliding them at this very moment now. And millions of data. Each collision event produces thousands and thousands of data. Data events are analyzed using calculation-intensive algorithms that are shared by physicists in this scenario. Now, what are the physicists doing? Well, they are opting for a grid computer environment, and also they're going to use agents as well to help them analyze these trillions and billions of data. Imagine the time lost in communicating trillions of data across the communication link. In a mobile agent solution, the agent goes to where the data is located. So, in here, communication time is already cut down. And I'd like to prove my point in here. Basically, I'd like to bring your attention to IRA, okay? The IRA concept of Russell and Norvig. They say that in here, basically, as you read this, I'll summarize it for you. What they're saying is a rational agent is an agent that could perform optimal performance. My question is this: what if that optimal performance happens to be to move? then therefore this ideal rational agent is harder to attain. To us, mobility helps achieve Russell Norbeck's idea of ideal rational agent. And that's where my presentation ends. We believe because of this, it is useful and it is important. Thank you very much.
Respected moderators, my worthy opponents, and my dear friends. This morning I stand before you to speak for the motion that mobility of software agents is an important and useful feature. Nature is mobile, man is mobile. Whether we are walking, talking, eating, sleeping, or working, we can be mobile. This mobility has manifested itself in many different ways in our lives, and if anything, these figures point out this level of mobility is only increasing. Technology has attempted to keep pace with this ever-increasing level of mobility, and mobile agents is one of the answers which it has given. As my dear friend Lito has already pointed out, mobile agents, and most importantly, the mobility factor, is a key factor in determining the success and the high performance of applications